Everything that you once loved sucks now. That's just the way it is. I've completely checked out of everything. I don't buy games anymore. Rarely. Okay, I buy some games. I don't watch any new movies, any new shows. Once again, rarely. Mostly I stick to the new anime. I watch a whole lot of new anime because anime, thank God, is still good. They haven't completely ruined that yet. Harry Potter set images leave viewers disappointed. You don't say. It's almost like there was a pattern happening and we were noticing it and we knew that it was going to be bad and here we are. Oh man, this is going to be a complete disaster. Stuff like this is why I've been going back and watching a bunch of old stuff that I've never seen before. Like, on my other channel, More Fables Following, I'm watching Neon Genesis Evangelion and Serial Experiments Lane. I'm actually going to finish both of those today as the date of recording this set of reactions. I'm going to finish it today! And I've also got a gaming channel. And I upload to all 3 of my channels daily, and who knows, I might even upload another channel. Upload another channel. Start another channel. I don't know. We'll see. Like a clips channel or something. Alright, enough of that. Let's get into it.
The first images from the set of HBO's Harry Potter series have now hit the internet, and most of what I'm seeing is negative feedback. People who already were disinterested in watching the show are disappointed that they came up with pitiful costuming for Hagrid. I don't know if I...
Man, that sucks. That really sucks. Yeah, it looks so bad. What is with the makeup? Maybe they did it like this so they can add detail in with like computer imaging or something. But like, he kind of doesn't look old enough. He kind of looks too plastic. He looks too good. But also, you know, it's kind of hard to beat the old school Hagrid. So maybe we're trying to compare TV show Hagrid to the old school Hagrid, and really, there's just no beating that guy. So I don't know, man. I don't know. The kid looks alright.
I think it's as bad as they're saying,
okay,
but
so...
I'm not a fan of the original movies or books, so I'm not
very much so
emotionally invested in this in that way.
The costuming always...
Dude, I'm a fan of the old books and the old movies and the old games, and like, I'm completely out on this.
Looks
I'm still gonna watch
when
it
it's
most
taken
likely
from a set photo. So what you're not seeing here is color grading. You're not seeing lighting. You're not seeing camera work. Like this is true of almost any movie and TV show. If you go look at Marvel on set, like even Spider-Man the other day, those were edited photos, right? He doesn't look the same when you can see like the stitch lines in his costume and stuff like that. So if you're going to be criticizing this, it's going to be more on the realm of like you were probably already not a fan of this. I do laugh because they said they finally got the clothes right because it's supposed to take place in the 90s. This is about accurate for what you would have been wearing in the 90s if you were wearing hand-me-down clothes.
Like a little, what is it called? It's not a bomber jacket.
No, it's like a...
Yeah, that kid looks like me whenever I was a little kid.
It looks like a beat-up Columbia jacket.
A windbreaker.
It's a cool jacket.
The color,
it's heavier than a windbreaker.
It's like a color-blocked windbreaker sort of jacket with like the turquoise.
So if you see these marks here on his face, this is so if you can't tell, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom so they can get a good idea of what he looks like. This is what he looks like without the mask on. Right there.
I didn't even recognize him at first.
I mean, it's quite well done, and these are most likely tracking markers that will be used for post-production to really seal up the look when he's on camera.
I didn't realize that they were just going to have him in a mask. Like, why didn't they just choose an actor who looks more like the character then?
I mean, I'm guessing he's the best actor they got, and he does look like him once they put the mask on him. And they probably always wanted to do that to get, you know, that size of a face.
Well, someone said that they don't believe it's actually Nick Frost on set. They said it's a mask worn by a taller performer to give Hagrid his height, and that's not even Nick Frost with the marks on his face.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
and they said there'll be CG.
So, okay. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. They're doing like a Gandalf thing. and they're just gonna get the actual Nick Frost doing the acting, superimpose it onto the face of the big guy, like, especially whenever there's other people in scene with them that's standing around with them. Okay. So this right here so far is a non-issue. I'm not mad about this.
Eyeing his mouth movement on in post-production, but that's, at that point, why'd you even hire Nick Frost?
I mean, if I look at it,
it's literally because of the appeal of it being Nick Frost. A lot of people are fans of Nick Frost. I like Nick Frost. I'm a huge fan of Shaun of the Dead and The World's End and Run Fat Boy Run.
And you go up to here.
Is that just a totally different guy?
I mean, why would you do that then?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, if that's true, that's kind of insane.
So then you're really just hiring him to overdub the lines?
Right?
I guess?
I have no idea, but I did not recognize him in costume compared to out of costume.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild if true.
I'm going to go ahead and say that I approve of this look of, 90s Harry Potter. He's wearing Dudley's hand-me-down clothes. This is about right.
Are the jeans right?
The jeans, yeah. I mean, he's not wearing Jinkos. I don't know if they wore Jinkos in the in the UK.
9-year-olds wear Jinko jeans.
One thing that did kind of draw concern to me, which I forgot about until just this moment.
Listen, I wore whatever jeans that ended up coming my way from whatever yard sales or flea markets that my grandparents got my clothes from. And that's pretty much where I still get my clothes from.
Like last week, there was like an article written about how they spent 7 days on location at this burger shop, which is like, there's one throwaway scene that's in the, I don't know if it was in the movies, but in the books, where after Hagrid takes Harry to Diagon Alley for the first time, after he finds out that he's a wizard, they get like a cheeseburger on the way back to dropping him off at the Dursleys, because he doesn't go straight to Hogwarts, he goes back to the Dursleys until school starts. And I was like, if they spent 7 days in a burger shop shooting like 9,000 hours of coverage, they're going to be 200 years old by the time this is done.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like 7 days on location. Did the burger joint just like...
I didn't know that about the story though. Like,
if they're going to keep this going forever, this isn't going to go well whenever actors, don't want to do it anymore. Some of the kids are going to end up moving on and not wanting to do it. They're going to change. They're going to feel different about it. They're going to replace a whole bunch of people. People die. Like, this is going to... Projects like this, especially the way they've been pushing the marketing, the way they've been doing the woke propaganda around it, I don't think a big project like this is going to last. Especially if it dips in viewership, doesn't quite get the viewership. They're gonna bow out. A bunch of people are gonna bow out for the paycheck because they just aren't gonna get paid enough. I feel like this whole thing is just made for the money and there's no real actual passion involved. Even with the whole Nick Frost being a taller guy and then they're putting Nick Frost's face over it to do the actual acting, at that point, they're literally just using Nick Frost because he is a big actor and he's a face, an appealing face to generate more revenue. It's not about the art, and it's just very disappointing.
British people eat cheeseburgers in the 90s?
Apparently. It's not all, what is it?
Why wouldn't they get something
shepherd's
British?
Pie?
They should go get a takeaway.
Maybe that was only in the...
Get a Chinese.
Actually, it would be fun.
I'd hate to break it to you, Mary, but burgers are not American. They're from Germany.
Funny if that was only in the Sorcerer's Stone version, not the Philosopher's Stone version that they released in the UK. Did he eat something different in the British version?
British people, even now, don't really eat cheeseburgers, right?
Yeah, I remember the lines that say they sat down at the burger.
Oh, they definitely do. There's a whole bunch of them that do. They go to McDonald's and stuff. They've got fast food there.
Place and sat on the plastic chairs, and I remember those lines from the book very specifically. But all I could think about was just on day 6, how many, Harry's fat now.
How many takes do you need? One of the tweets reacting to the Hagrid photos said, "This is how I learned that Nick effing Frost is playing Hagrid." F you, Nick, for having no backbone and integrity. Your words mean nothing. Absolutely nothing.
They're very mad at him because he's like pro-trans rights, but he's doing...
I don't even give a shit.
I think, if I remember correctly.
That's why they're mad.
So there he is.
That's where I am. Like, I really don't give a shit. If the product is good, it's good. But, you know, it just kind of fits the pattern when a whole bunch of people like this are in a project, and then, you know, you got Black Snape, you got all of the woke people shitting all over anybody who's given it any kind of criticism, which is making it even worse. Because people who are criticizing it, who were still going to watch it, now a lot of them just straight up aren't going to out of spite. And it's just not a good situation. And that creates more people talking about it, and it's just gonna snowball. And honestly, I don't think that helps. I think that just makes chaos on set even worse.
They got the glasses correct. You can see the marks on his face there.
I can't tell if it's
the
actor is so tall or if it's that the child is short.
It's also crazy because he's on the edge of the curb here. So he's
yeah,
actually
I didn't
taller.
even notice that.
He's actually taller here. That's done on purpose right there, I'm sure. To like frame the shot better.
Child actors get way more opportunities when they're shorter than average.
Yeah. I was watching a JB Spooky Reviews X-File review for like an episode from season 6 where they were doing all these one-take camera shots, and because they were doing this really ambitious camera shot, they couldn't use what they would call Scully's box, which is the box she would always stand on to make her not as short as she actually was, so that she actually looked closer in height to David Duchovny. But we have more than that here. This is the entirety of the new Weasley family. So it looks like we're going to be having broccoli cuts if we're not not careful.
Well, it looks like 2 of them are actual brothers.
Yeah, I don't get the whole sentiment around the broccoli cuts and adults thinking that they're weird and stupid and lame, because I remember all the haircuts that we used to have when I was a kid, and adults thought they were weird and stupid and lame. So, you know, I don't even give a shit. Hairstyles change, man. Every generation bitches about the hairstyles of the kids.
Yeah,
twins,
because the Fred and George are actual, identical twins, so they have to do that.
I said I am kind of surprised that they cast actual gingers.
Yep.
In 2025, maybe this is a vibe
shift.
shift.
I'm surprised that Snape was the character they made black, and not just made this entire family just a black family.
So I guess this would be Percy Weasley. He doesn't look quite smarmy enough, but...
Oh, he looks pretty smarmy.
And I'm going to go ahead and say...
And you don't know...
Molly Weasley.
You don't know what they're going to make him like in the show, so, you know.
Weasley looks a little too thin. She doesn't quite have the homely look that Molly Weasley had in the books and the movies.
Yeah, she looks a little Karen-y. She looks a little Karen-ish.
Give her some, a bad haircut or something. You know?
Mary's like, well, if we're having too many thin people, I guess it's a win for
Right, I was like, if you're worried that the actresses are too attractive, maybe we're taking a step in the right direction.
It's not even really that. But yes, I think she should be less attractive. Also, she just looks like a bitch, and not in the right way.
See the dad yet, but hopefully we'll get that casting soon. Dominic McLaughlin was asked about how he felt about this, and he says it's a huge dream come true, and that it's a bit surreal, which you were very fond of.
Yeah, I took note of his use of the word surreal, because this kid is what, 9?
Yeah. He's not as well spoken. He is not as well spoken as Arabella Stanton, who's very well spoken.
Yeah, I wouldn't have used that word at his age, but these kids are very smart. They're charming.
You'll maybe you won't fall in love with the actress here, but she's very charming for.
She talks just like Hermione in the early movies.
Here we go.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Leviosa.
It was very funny because I got back from school and my parents...
I'm not making fun of her. I just bringing up old Newgrounds cartoon.
Said, right, we need to have a talk to you about your behaviour. And I was like, what have I done wrong? I was so nervous that they were going to tell me off and I'd be like suspended from school. And they were like, okay, so
I didn't get the hate around this chick being Hermione. I really don't care.
part of Hermione Granger in the audio series, and I just stopped for a few seconds. I was like, what? I thought it was about behavior. I was like so shocked. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was so happy. I think I talk quite like Hermione, and in audio you have to pronounce your words a lot. And so I think Hermione sort of overdoes that because she talks very well. It's a little bit younger, I think. So yeah, I think I had to pitch a little bit higher and pronounce my words more. I think I'm quite similar to Hermione.
I think they got this chick because her voice sounds so similar to the movie Hermione.
I mean, I think I'm fairly good at school. I always want to do everything perfectly, but I have to tell myself, no, I can't do everything perfectly. It's so complicated, like there's a huge desk with all little buttons you have to press for the right cues. It's a big soundproof room, and there are quite, like, sometimes squishy things on the walls to make it soundproof. And I mean, you wear...
So far, what I've seen from the casting's pretty good, and the only qualm I really have is the Snape, and it's really big. It's a really bad one.
Headphones, and the director
I haven't seen any of the other casting.
Tips on the lines. It's time to find out what magic sounds like.
Okay. So, you know what? They're gonna do everything in their power to make these kids as likable as possible, as they should, to get people excited to go see this. And they have a lot
that wasn't bad.
I mean, there's like, you can't really live up to the cultural relevance.
But also, like, who's gonna listen to that? Really? Seriously? Why is this even a thing? Like, whoever's behind all of the marketing for Harry Potter, they're just completely out of touch with what real people do. Like, that would have just been completely fine as, I don't know, like a podcast that could be on Spotify, that could be on YouTube. I don't get it.
Of what Harry Potter was when the book series came out and then the movies came out. But they're going to do their best.
That is precisely why so many people who aren't even making a statement about J.K. Rowling and how they feel about her political controversies are basically saying no one wants this. It's way too soon. It's already, like, the movies are already fresh. You don't need to reboot it this close after the original movies. And it's just something that people are automatically uninterested in because it's been done so... It's something that...
It's not gonna live up to the series. The original series, man. It just won't. It's impossible. It can't. I don't understand why this had to even be a thing. It's just so stupid. Such a disaster. And it's only a money grab.
They remember from, like, 15 years ago...
not to mention the fact that they got it done in record time. Like, think about how long it takes to make a season of Stranger Things now.
Ugh.
Like, getting the movies done as quickly as they did.
Yeah, they're gonna have to rush this out, and they're definitely gonna be using some AI slop.
Kind of impressive,
right?
If you really,
I don't know about it, man.
About it.
Like, even Avatar: The Last Airbender is trying to do something similar, and it's taking years to get another season.
And
they actually changed the story.
The movies have become synonymous
to match the fact that it's going to take years to get seasons.
With winter and Christmas, they're synonymous with the Christmas and I guess to a lesser extent the Halloween season, but mostly Christmas.
Yeah,
like people kind of think about watching these movies around the holidays. And I don't know if it will necessarily dilute the cultural influence of the originals, but it's not going to have the ability to stand on its own the way the originals did.
One of the tweets that I saw after these images came out said, "Raise your hand if you will not be watching that embarrassing and quite frankly..."
Unfortunately, I will be wasting my time watching it, but fortunately, I will have ways that I will not be paying for it.
Pathetic Harry Potter reboot. And I genuinely can't tell if this person is saying it because they dislike J.K. Rowling or if they dislike the Snape race swap. That's like
either side could be
exactly
telling you not to watch it.
And most
everything.
Of the replies are
it's all of it. It's all of the glazing and all of the hate that's just making me completely check out. The culture behind this is not good. And I think it was the fault of the people who were behind the creation of this TV series and people who were behind the marketing of it. And it's just not good. people behind the casting, people behind the writing. We haven't really seen the script, but from what I've seen, from everything else to do with how this is going to be portraying the books, it just doesn't seem good. It just doesn't seem good.
Basically saying they're just recycling IP. This is stale. We don't want it.
From what I can tell, the logo is the exact same. I thought they were gonna update the logo at least.
Oh, that would have been a bad idea.
I mean, Cracker Barrel did it today, and it fell, just horribly on its face. So.
Yeah, they should do. Yeah, they did. They made the right decision by keeping the original logo.
Cracker Barrel could have learned from them. That would have been good. Look, I'll probably get HBO Max for a month. To watch the first couple of episodes. Yeah.
Well, will you wait for the whole season to come out before you subscribe to watch it all at once?
Maybe that would be,
because they are going to do a timed release.
Yeah, maybe that would be better.
The way HBO does.
Life was better when everybody released all their episodes at once and I didn't have to do weekly releases, but there's no way they were ever going to dump all of this at one time.
I guess we could review it, but that's I don't know, that's so far away. And
it's not slop enough to it's not Velma.
It's too bland. We're not gonna love it. We're not gonna hate.
It's just mid. It's just mid. It's not gonna be great. It may be good, but it's definitely gonna have some major issues. And it doesn't seem like it's gonna be bad. It might be bad in the way that it's boring, but I don't know about it, man.
Hate it, so what's the point, right?
If it's as boring as Rings of Power, I might just have to check out on it. But if it's as ridiculous as the Halo TV series, bro, I kind of hope that's the way it goes.
It's not Velma where you get the views because people want to watch you suffer.
I don't think this is going to have a hate watch audience.
No, it's going to have a regular one. I mean, look, there's an audience here for millennials with their kids to show this.
Mm-hmm. I still think there's something inherently wrong with making the kids sign this contract to give away the next decade of their lives when they don't understand the consequences yet, obviously. But
I mean, they've had a ready packaged career put in front of them. Most people are gonna. I get the critique of it, but
here's my hot take: I don't think that we should be putting children in movies and shows and stuff. I think that they should be CG. We have the technology for it. I don't care if you can tell that it's CG and that it's kind of bad. I think that's better than what we're doing to kids by putting them in movies and TV shows.
Their futures are now set.
Yeah, if they stick with it, which I imagine will be incredibly difficult for them.
We'll have to wait and see.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture
Crisis.
Yeah,
right on, man. I'm gonna give that video a like. I got it linked down there in the description. Yeah, Harry Potter does not seem like it's gonna be good. Unfortunately, I'm still gonna watch it. But, if it's boring, I'll probably check out on it. If it's another Rings of Power situation, I watched all the Rings of Power. I honestly didn't take anything back from it. I don't remember hardly anything about it. It was mostly just like me trying to stay awake. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications.